Hello, everyone, and anyone who might be hanging out with us. This is Richard's channel, Richard Holliday. He is not feeling well, so we are here trying to fill in for him. But we are doing the first leg of the Pass the Pen Writing Relay Halloween edition. So we had lots of fun creating characters for ourselves for this. And yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to get some good words in today. I know I've already asked Andy if he's writing anything. This is kind of early for both of us. I will be writing. I still have to get my document open. There's a couple things I need to take care of first, and then I'll be spending the rest of the day writing. So I imagine I probably won't start writing until toward the end. I was thinking 30-minute sprints, if you're okay with that, Andy.
Yeah, we can go for 30. Let's see how we do. Yep.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do our outros. Yes, we're not leaving yet. Our intros. It's early. So Andy, if you want to go ahead and start, and then I will go.
Sure. I'm Andy. I run the YouTube channel Self-Pub with Andy. I share mostly my journey and things I learn along the way. So if you want to come and check that out, by all means. I'm predominantly nonfiction, but I'm moving into fiction. So if you want to check out my journey, by all means, feel free to pop around.
And I'm Shannon. I write under the pen name of EST Houston. And I am here on Richard Holliday's channel doing the first leg of our Pass the Pen Relay. I have a YouTube channel under the name of EST Houston where I publish content about my writing and self-publishing. And I also do tons and tons of writing sprints, especially during NaNoWriMo during the month of November, doing a writing sprint nearly every day. And I am also part of the AuthorTube Writing Conference team. We have applications opening in 11 days. So if you are on YouTube and you publish content about writing and or publishing, you are more than qualified to apply for the AuthorTube Writing Conference. I'm also part of the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast with Ben Pick from Running to Write and Morgan Lee, where we interview authors and industry workers, leaders who tell us about self-publishing and or marketing books as an indie author. And I am also part of the Secret Santa with Hananya Leclerc. And right now we have that still open if you want to join. It's going to stay open until December 6th because we're not doing unboxings until February 16th. It's a great community building event that actually has a dual purpose because not only do we get to meet new people, it's actually how I met my partner, Hananya Leclerc. She was my person from last year's Secret Santa. But it's also a good way to bring more eyes to our videos because we do a simultaneous simultaneous release so that hopefully we get that bump in the algorithm with YouTube and get some notice and get some new viewers and subscribers coming to our channels. So I do a lot of things. I would say I'm also a published author and I'd show you my book, but I just gave my book away last night. I only had the one proof copy and I gave it away to my son's ex-therapist. She's been with him for 5 years, but she's changing course in life. So now he's with a new therapist. He is autistic, has ADHD, and has anxiety. So there's a lot of things that he works with therapists on. And I don't have a regular copy to give her yet because it hasn't come in. So I gave away my proof copy. So I have nothing. And I also gave her my coloring book. I have a coloring book that goes with it. So I have nothing to show for my current work anymore. But let's go to the comments.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's quite a lot of things going on, but you know, you can get another copy in the future.
Yeah, well, I have them coming. They just, it takes a long time, and they've lost my hardback copy. Like I ordered it back on the 18th of October, and it was the month before this one. We're in November. Yeah, October.
Yeah, and also we've got Q4. Well, I know we're in Q4, but we've got Q4 printing. Which usually has some delays. So there's some planning around if people need to know that. Maybe you need to know, I don't know. But yeah, just something to be aware of.
Yeah, there are delays. I've been told that all around. With my hardback, particularly, I got a tracking number, but I've noticed, once I get the tracking number, within about 24 hours, I have an update of which shipping facility it's at. And then they put updates on there as it moves through the shipping process. I have the tracking number. It never changed. And that was from the middle of last month. And usually it changes within 24 hours. So yeah. I put in a request to find a missing copy, but I think that's just, it was $19.14 for that. So I think that money is just lost now.
Oh, who was that with? Like, can you get a refund maybe?
It's through Ingram Spark. And I did what they call media mail, which is the cheapest way to ship, which you don't get any insurance or money back or anything.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of take the chance that if they lose it, you lose your money. And I was like, hopefully that doesn't happen very often. Well, it happened out of 1 out of 5 orders for me. So
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very
yeah.
unfortunate. Oh, look, Ben's here as well. Oh, sorry,
Yeah. Hi.
we're going to go through a chat. Sorry.
Yeah. Just like the 6 a.m. start, I'll try to wake up and join in. I appreciate you coming in, Ben. Richard's not feeling well, so we're taking over the stream and running it for him because we didn't want to let down anybody who would be here, even though this is really early for us.
Right. And of course, Robin's in the stream as well, and you and I. So
Yeah. Good morning, Robin. How are you?
good morning, Robin.
Good morning. Good morning, Ben. So
hi, Ben. Yeah.
Well, if we're ready, we'll go ahead and jump into the first sprint.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go for it.
Figure out which button to hit. That works. I'm playing one of my timers.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right. We get started in 3, 2, and go. And that is time. How did you do?
Not too bad over here. Got reading, so I'm reading Save the Cat, writes a novel, and I am very keen to finish this book as soon as I can, but I don't want to rush it because I think it's going to form the basis of my books in the future, so I kind of want to take my time with it.
I do think it's very useful for setting up structure. So
Yeah. Yeah. How about you? How did you do?
oh yeah. And we did forget to say what we were doing. So Andy did say he was going to read, and I guess I did say I was going to write at some point. Let's see.
When we wake up a bit more.
Wow.
It's still early.
It is early. I got a few of the tasks done that I need to get done, but I did get some writing in. I got oh shoot, I hit the wrong button. And it's opening my program here. Hold on, let me shut this down. Hit the wrong button. Got 128 words. So
Nice. I guess it'll be writing sprints, but for me it'll be reading sprints.
reading sprints.
So
So there you
yeah,
go. Y'all
exactly.
can do whatever you want to do to be productive today.
Exactly. So if you're doing something, I think it's all useful, right? Moving us towards some goal.
So I left off here at Robin saying 4 a.m. here, coffee in hand. Hopefully my 4-year-old sleeps a bit. So you must be like an hour behind me. I woke up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Wow, thank you for being here. Yes. And cool timer. Thank you, Ben. And then Emma came in, said good morning. And Elmer. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Emma. Hey, Banda. Watch it, Ben. Hi, Robin. How'd you guys do? I need another cup of coffee. But I don't want to go out and get it yet because everyone's still sleeping.
It's still too early.
Yeah. Excuse me. Well, we are joyful this morning.
We're just a bit, yeah. It's a bit early. That's okay. We'll eventually warm up, and then it'll be fine.
I guess I could talk about my book a little bit. So I'm writing fantasy romance, and a lot of romance does dual point of view or multiple point of view if there are if it's like a wide choose story. And I know a lot of what's happening with my female protagonist. So I'm writing all of her chapters right now, but I'm like, what is my male protagonist doing? And I talked about this in my stream, was it yesterday, the day before, for writing, where I think this male that I have is one of the Dragon Brothers. His name is Edmar, and I'm like, he's kind of boring to me. I mean, that's why I can't figure out what I'm supposed to be writing for him.
Oh dear.
He's like the guy that follows all the rules, and he tries to stay positive and keep everybody's spirits up. And I mean, it's going to be interesting when he kind of flips a little bit, but I haven't quite figured that out yet. And he will flip because he's been in love with the mermaid, Emmy, for 25 years, and she's been in love with him, but she has a main objective because she lives in constant pain from her magic. And her main objective is to break the curse of her pain, which she just found out in my writing that it was a curse. It was a curse that was someone else's curse that was given to her because someone had a vendetta against her mom. So she's trying to break the curse, and the sea witch tells her how she can go about breaking her curse, which involves stealing the sunstone. Well, the sunstone actually belongs in the kingdom of the man that she's in love with. And she finds out the only way to get access to it is to marry him. So she marries him, and on their wedding night, she steals the sunstone and takes off.
Nice.
Yeah. So then he flips. He will flip. I just don't know what that looks like yet.
Yeah, maybe a bit of discovery writing is in order.
Yeah. I have tried doing some discovery writing with him, and it was all boring. I've already thrown it all out. I've only kept one chapter of it so far. And I thought, okay, I'm done with him. I'm just going to write her stuff. So
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't have any advice to offer,
Yeah, it's
unfortunately.
okay.
But
What I
I
have
would. Mhm. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say what I've found is talking about it out loud sometimes helps me work through what I need to do.
Nice. I was just about to say that. Like you can talk
Oh,
out loud, or you can write it down, like bullet points, or some kind of map, mind map. He could do this. He could do this, and then you have like 5 or 10 different, you know. Um, it goes out like a web, and then you can decide, oh, which one, following one of these, where will he end up, and then see where that goes. So it's before. I mean, instead of writing fully, you just kind of mind map it out a bit,
yeah,
like spider map. So if he does this, it's going to be this and this and this next. If he does something else, it'll be something 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 next, and that kind of thing. So it's just a little shorter instead of, because when you write, it takes a bit more time to write.
hmm,
Whereas when you mind map something, you just have little squiggly lines. If he stole this, it's going to be this and this and this repercussions. So that might be a little shortcut. But
yeah,
yeah, talking it out, brainstorming with people, I find that really helps me as well, actually.
yeah. And I think that Becca Stone calls that like intuitive writing.
Mm.
So I run things by my husband all the time, and I remember this was probably like a year ago now. He was like, I don't know why you talk to me about this stuff because you never like any of my ideas, and I didn't know how to respond, other than to tell him that like, well, it helps me. I don't know why, but it does. It helps me. And then Becca Syme explained it. Intuitive writers, they understand story structure and character and all this stuff, and they understand how that applies to their world and their characters, but they just don't. They know how it works, but it's like buried in their subconscious, and so they don't know how to access the information. And by talking it out and people throwing ideas at them, when those ideas come in, they intuitively know, okay, yeah, that's not quite right, and it helps them to start bringing out what it is that they actually feel about their story, their character, blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah. It's so useful talking it out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Robin got 299 words so far. Woohoo! Hopeful for productive writing day. Me too, Robin. I want to get a lot done. Well done. Unfortunate, everyone sleeps through the coffee maker. Well, my son would probably wake up if I made too much noise. My husband's kind of a deep sleeper, except for the cats. Like I don't know why the cats wake him up, but like right now they know I'm awake and they are hitting the doors in the house trying to get everybody to get up.
Yeah, my cat does the same thing as well. She
It's weird.
scratches at the door.
I mean, Thor hits it, it's
Oh,
like
yours actually does the knocking sound.
yes,
Mine does the scratching sound. It's like it's one of
yes.
these.
Loki will do that, but it's very rare. It's usually Thor is the one that is doing the. And
Like
I'm like, oh my god, Thor quit. I was like, everyone's trying to sleep still. And I
evil
can't
cats.
bring him in here anymore. Like I used to bring the cats into my office, which Loki still likes to be in here. But Thor, like, if a cat could have ADHD, it would be Thor, because he can't hold still. Like, I don't know. He will conk out sometimes and he doesn't move at all, but that's like 15 minutes at a time. And then he's just everywhere. And then he
Yeah,
decides, oh, the office is too small. I'm done. I'm ready to go out.
yeah, yeah. Cat overlords.
Yes. That's lucky. Yeah. My husband hears my cats too. Fortunately, once they are fed, they're typically quiet again. Yeah, I've thought about feeding them, but I know that doing that will wake up my son for sure. Because Loki and Luna's my old girl. They both are talkers. So it from the few seconds it takes me to put food in their bowl and put it down on the floor for them, they will be yelling up a storm. And then
Nice.
I have to put Luna's down first because Loki will try to like he doesn't want to pay attention to his bowl if other bowls are going down at the same time. So I do Luna's and then I do theirs. And then plus also Luna finishes first usually and then she wants to eat the boys' food. So I had to sit there and wait. I didn't have time for that this morning anyways.
Yeah, I think we trained our cat to wake us up because when we're up, after a bit, or when we're having breakfast, she gets some treats. So
They
she's
they
like, "Get
definitely
out!"
get used they definitely
Mhm.
get used to routines.
Yep. Oh yeah, 100%. And my cat knows time as well. So when it's time to go to bed, she's waiting. Hello, let's go. Time for bed.
That's Thor. And we don't always go to bed at the same time. Now I haven't really been out there when my husband gets ready to put them to bed. But they always know that they go to the laundry room. My husband puts treats in different places. He puts treats on the dryer for Loki, treats on the top of the cat tree for Thor, because that's where they like to be, and then treats in Luna's cat bed, because that's where they like to go to get their treats. And
Right.
Thor, like once it hits like 7:30 at night, he's like ready. Like if you like pause the TV, because Kevin can't hear very well. So if we're talking, he'll pause the TV, and then Thor like pops his head up and runs to the laundry room. And if we don't come, he pokes his head out and he starts meowing at us. And we're like, "It's not time for bed yet, buddy."
Yeah.
So
But cats, they definitely know how to tell like routine and time and something.
yeah,
And I do wonder if it's us training them or them training us. Once they get like half a routine, they start, pestering us. Time to do this, Humon. Time to do this. Where my treats at? So cheeky.
Loki's all chill about it though. He'll be like, "Oh, you're not going to the laundry room yet? Okay, I'm just gonna chill right here."
Oh no, my cat's like demanding. She's very demanding. She starts shouting and getting vocal about it.
Well, I think it's because Loki's lazy. So they're brothers. Loki's a bit fluffy. We call it Fluffy. Thor, we can barely keep weight on him. And again, it goes back to, I think Thor doesn't hold still. He's constantly running around doing stuff. Like he loves pets. He's like our loving. Like I always say, he's a lover, not a fighter. Where Loki constantly like pounces on him. But Thor always wants pets and stuff like that, and he'll come like right on my chest and pet, and he likes me to scratch his neck, and that lasts all of like a minute. Then he's up and he's off to the next person, and he'll stay there for like a minute. Then he's off to go do something else, and then like 5-10 minutes later, he's back on my chest again, pet, and then he's off a minute later. Where Loki will come and lay on my feet, and then he doesn't move the entire like couple hours that we might be watching TV in the evening, where Thor is constantly just going everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh well, we love our cats. We love our pets.
My Widgeon won't be quiet until he's fed. Apollo waits quietly. Yeah, Loki waits quietly when it comes to bedtime, but in the morning he's not. He's vocal. It's funny because Loki's vocal in the morning and Thor's vocal in the evening. So they definitely have their quirks.
It's like tag team.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. We need to keep the humans awake.
So, all right, are we ready to start another sprint?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty. Had to get it set back up again. You get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. And that is time. How did you do?
Read a couple of paragraphs. It's a very slow day today, so yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, early
things,
morning.
yeah, things are just waking up. So yes, it's all good. How about you?
361 words. So I'm pretty
Wow,
happy with that. 6. I need to write down my time here. I forgot to do it the last time.
that's
So,
very impressive.
here. 6 plus 19. That's 25 minutes. What was I doing for 5 minutes? Oh, yeah, that's right. I brought up a music playlist. I
If
write
you,
down, huh?
sorry, I was gonna ask if you write with music.
Yeah, I tend to write with music, not all the time, but recently I've been writing with a lot of music.
Nice.
So, and then I like to log like how much time I'm actually writing versus and along with the word count and what project I'm working on and what love what at what point what am I doing with the project. I thought I would eventually be able to like separate it out like okay, this is how much time I put to editing, this is how much time I put to revising, this is how much time I put to writing. Um, but I realized that sometimes I forgot to like stop and count the, start the clock over whenever I was moving from like editing to writing. So I was
Yep.
like, but I still want to see how much time I'm doing. So
You kind of do a timesheet of sorts.
sort of, I handwrite everything.
Yeah. No.
So it's just all handwritten in my book.
No, it's cool. No, that's great.
And
I
I've been
love
doing that since beginning of the year.
I love it. I got bits of paper lying around everywhere, and then after a while, I have to bin it because I scribbled around, all over it. So yeah, no, I like it.
And I didn't see Heather, but she came in. Hello, getting some writing in before turning in for the night. Yeah, because I think she's on the other side of the world in, is it Australia? I don't remember. I don't know if she's still here.
Yeah, I think she's in Australia. Yeah.
Mhm. Hi, Heather. Hi, South Pub with Andy. Vanessa, happy morning, bright early. This is bright early for you. Isn't this like, I think she's on your time zone.
Yeah,
So
Eastern.
is that 7
Yeah,
for
7.
you? Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh, she just says that in the next one. Duh. 7 a.m. for me. I just start laundry now, trying to figure out how to connect my new printer. Fun and not fun. She just moved to a new place, so
moving is so stressful.
I think so too. And it got to a point like I was just done with like opening boxes because being in the military, we moved a lot every like 3 or 4 years. We were moving, and I feel like I was just getting everything open and getting things set up in the house, and then we're taking it all back down again. And so we still
But
have boxes we have not opened.
you kind of become a pro at moving, I guess.
Yeah. You learn that you don't need all the junk you actually have.
Yeah.
So, because when you have boxes you've not opened for 3 years, you're like, did I really need that?
It's true. I almost took a job as like an oil rigger kind of thing,
Mhm.
and that would involve like basically traveling every few weeks or months,
Mm.
so effectively living out a suitcase. I didn't take the job, but it's kind of like a lifestyle, isn't it? Like you
Yeah.
have to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
You get used to it. And then if you're if you got temporary duty stations, it's even more moving. So
yeah.
I was deployed, but the first camp that we went to was just nothing but a tent city out in the middle of the desert. And then we closed that down, and then we moved to another city, military city. That was a lot of tents, but there were a few buildings. But the first place we were in, we got assigned our tents right away. So I was in a tent with 6 other women. But then when we got to the other camp, they didn't know where to put us. And so at first they put us into bays. And basically, if you can imagine this like a hangar, like an air like a
Yeah.
hangar for like airplanes and stuff.
Yeah. Mhm.
But they put temporary walls in, but the walls didn't go all the way up to the ceiling. And they separated it into 6 portions. And in my portion, we were all females. The other 5 were all males. And we had bunk beds. And I wasn't on the top, but when I sat on my partner's bunk bed, you could see over the walls to everybody else. And this is where you changed and did everything. And I lived in our section, we had 99 women. And it was I mean, I'm a light sleeper. There was no quiet ever.
Oh yeah.
And I bought Quaidy blankets while I was there. They're really thick and like you can't see through them. So I bought them and I tucked them underneath my bunkmate's bunk, her
Yeah.
bed, and I put it all the way around so that way at least I could sleep in darkness because it was never dark in there. And I would change inside there instead of out in the bay because, yeah. And then we finally got pods, which was I was in a 2-man pod, but when it came to my bunk bed, I outranked my bunkmate. So that's why I took the bottom bunk. When it came to the pod, I did not outrank my pod mate. So she got the back of the pod. So a pod was, if you think of like a storage container that's long and rectangular,
Mhm.
and you enter from the front. Well, when you entered, you were in my space and you had to go to the back to get to her space. So everybody had to go through my space to get to her space. And she had lots of friends over all the time. So not
Nice.
a lot of privacy with that, but more privacy than the 99 woman bay with all the other 5 sections.
Gosh, life experience though. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
So that was a lot of moving. And we didn't get to the pods until I think we got there. We were given the pods, I think it was September, and we left in January. So we lived in a camp the longest, I think, in the tent. We weren't in the bay, but for like 3 weeks, I think, which was nice because not nice. It was really terrible, but it was nice. It was only 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
At least you move out quick.
yeah. So Heather says revise a half of a chapter and 170 words written. Nice. So that's what I do. I'll like revise and then move into writing, and then I forget to mark the difference. I'm sorry, Andy, were you say something?
No, I was just saying, well done. Yeah, revising, editing takes a lot of time.
Yes, West Coast Aussie. I want to go to, excuse me, I got hiccups. I want to go to Australia one day. But I feel kind of weird about it because like my husband dated like 2 girls in Australia because he was on boats in the army. So he was in port there a lot. And he dated 2 girls while he was there. And they like still communicated with him like well into the beginning of our marriage. I don't think he talks to them anymore, but I'm like, I want to go to Australia, but I want to go without my husband. And I don't see myself doing that. So, because I'm an introvert, totally.
Yeah, I don't do well with travel. I haven't been to Australia or New Zealand, but yeah, it's on the list at some point in the future. Who knows? Maybe.
One day. 250 words for Robin. 4-year-old is up and need to help finding her doll. Hopefully, she doesn't go wake her brothers. Fingers crossed. 250 words is still really good. Moving is very stressful. Just trying to set up stuff slowly is annoying and things aren't working. Yeah, she's been having trouble with the internet. LOL, it should be easy to set up this printer and it's not working.
Oh,
I never got printers either.
that's
I
annoying.
I would call my brother.
Mm.
He's a tech guy, so I would call him, be like, Robert, I need help. I have a printer here in my office. It's not hooked up because I can't get it to work. It's never worked. So I send everything to my husband's printer because he knows how to hook it up.
Well, at least you got an alternative, which is great.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Inca.
hey, Inca.
And you said you're East Coast? He is, but he's not in the US.
Yeah, I'm in Canada, Ontario.
Yep. So same time zone as you. Alrighty. We still got an hour and a half, right, till the next one.
Yeah.
You want to do another sprint?
Yeah, sure. Emma's doing something, whatever she's doing. She's always busy. But yeah, we can let's do another sprint. Let's go for it.
Get this reset back up. And we'll start in 3, 2, and go. And that is time.
Yay!
Yeah.
So we had a bit of activity in the chat, and yeah. How did you do, Shannon? What did you get up to?
451 words.
What? That's crazy.
I'm increasing word count, which is good. But this is a good scene. This is where this is kind of like a little bit like a Little Mermaid retelling in a way. So she's getting to the Sea Witch. So that's really exciting.
Nice.
Oh wow, 59 comments. Yes, that's a lot of chat.
Yeah, time goes faster when you get into a scene that you really want to write, or when it starts getting exciting.
Yeah, and she's just came into the cavern where the Sea Witch is at. So I was like, she's just about to meet her.
Nice.
But there is, and I'm so excited. I don't know when people might, I don't know if people are going to read everything, because she has a best friend, and the best friend has a secret, which if anyone reads the prequel novella, they might be able to connect who that best friend actually is to someone else in this story. So
nice.
I'm trying to like drop those clues.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You don't want to make it too obvious either. You want them to buy in. Yeah. It's good stuff.
So did you just chat then, or?
I got 0 words written.
Well, but you're right. You're reading, right?
I did read like a tiny bit, but I mostly went to make myself some food. I had a slice of toast, and obviously got up to no good in the chat. No, it's all fine. I behave myself. No, it's all good.
Well, yeah, no, I expect you to behave. It's Richard that brings the trouble usually.
Ironically, on his own channel, which I guess is a good reminder. Everyone, SD and I are obviously taking over Richard's channel this morning because he's not feeling too well. But he did pop in the chat for a bit, so
okay, cool.
You know, I'll let you run through the chat comments.
Okay. So Vanessa said, I'll be writing today at some point. Reports for work. LOL. Lots to catch up on. Guess will that be after you get your print? Yeah. Okay. After breakfast and after figuring out the printer. I was gonna say, will that be after the printer? CB, hello. Morning. I just woke up. Welcome. I did drop the link. That is a playlist link in case you want to follow us all day. Following Richard's stream is Emma, and then Andy, and then it's me, and then Margaret gets to bring up the end of our sprinting, our 15-hour marathon. Don't even put me. Kat, hello. Good morning, friends. Just waking up. I need to watch my book mail video that I uploaded yesterday so I can release it this morning. And I did see that, and I was like, I hope it turns out well. Hello, Kat. And thanks. It took longer than normal to upload yesterday. Yeah. Do you know, Anne, did you watch back all your videos before you upload them?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you watch back all your videos?
Yes.
Before you? I used to do that, and I try to, but sometimes I run out of time, and now I just upload it, and then later on I'm like, oh shoot, I should have watched that back.
I always do that because I've had some major boo-boos, like really bad ones, and then it just takes. So instead of taking like the 5 minutes or whatever just to check through, which is probably a lot less time than if you were to upload the whole thing and then realize something's wrong, then you got to redo the whole thing. I decided it's just going to be part of the process. It's one extra step, I know, but if you can do that final check before you upload, it just saves so much time, just in case. It's more like in case you did something really wrong that you don't catch until it's done. It's probably best to catch it early on anyway. So
yeah, I'm not advocating to follow my method.
No, I think we've all done it. Anyone who's done videos has done this. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. Like after a while, you're like, just do that final check. It's like a pilot checklist. You get into the cockpit, you do your ticks, and you check the engine and whatever. This is kind of like the YouTube checklist. You do your video, you upload. Before you upload it, you just do one last final check and make sure everything's right. And if everything's okay, it's fine. But if you don't do that check the one time, obviously it's always sod's law, where the one thing that you don't check is going to go wrong on that one time that you upload it direct. So yeah, crazy.
And Kiko, hello. Hi. I'm very late. She's over in Germany, so it's a bit later. And Kiko, I'm assuming you probably won't make it to like our later streams. Like mine's at 2 o'clock my time, which would be evening your time. I don't know if you'll still be up, but welcome anyways. It's okay if you're late. You're here. So hello, said hello, it's Vanessa. Thanks to Shannon for taking on the wheels. Oh, it's all right. I felt it was important that we still had it, keep it going since it was the first one of the relay. So, and it was my idea. I'm the one who reached out to you to bring you on. So then I felt responsible for it too. So be sure to sign up to my newsletter. CB, I think you approved my choice of villain for the thumbnail. Yeah, did you guys see it? Hold on, let me stop my cam and you can see it. So there is Richard's avatar that's on the thumbnail. He chose Voldemort.
Yeah, the one villain who can't handle teenagers. Obviously, no, it's not fair because Richard can't defend himself. So yeah. Voldemort's cool. He's okay.
He'll just get you next time. And Vanessa said, "I gave up on the printer for now." Oh no. Maybe after a break, the printer solution will present itself. To start, press any key. Where's the any key? I like that. Maybe they mean press all keys. Barrett, hello. How are you doing? It's been a minute since I've seen you. Hello. Hope everyone gets all the productivity. Thank you. Hey, Barrett. I'm not on screen, but I am here. I am everywhere. I am God. Richard, see you Monday at Ben's. What's going on at Monday at Ben's? I know Ben has a video that comes out every Monday. Do you know?
I think we are doing some kind of collaboration of a chat of sorts. So it should be interesting.
Yeah. He usually his video usually starts when I'm still moderating over at Dale's channel. So it's hard for me to get over there and see what he's doing most of the time. Yeah. Vanessa's laughing. I can't wait. Good morning. Nor can I. Andy, how are you, friend? Not too bad. How are you? Morning. Hi, Martin. How are you? Lovely, Martin. And hellos. Let me know how you guys did. And I don't know if I ever did ask. What are you guys working on in the chat? I know that Vanessa has told us. Random reminder, take your meds. Oh, yes. I'm going to go get this next sprint. I'm going to go get some more coffee because it is now 7 o'clock here. So people start waking up and I'm going to get my medication. Can't complain, Martin. The coffee is flowing, getting some writing in. Oh, hopefully you got some good writing in. Took a vitamin D. Wait, are we meant to be writing? Took my reflex medicine and Claritin. About to get a cup of coffee. That's what I need. I need more coffee. Oh, Richard. I'm excited for the British national anthem in between sprints.
Yeah.
Like, am I supposed to play something?
Usually Richard, on his streams, he's got I don't know if it's on the timer. I think that's the one. That's the one. At the end of every sprint or at the start, yeah, he does that.
Maybe this. No, it must be at the end or something that has, because it has a British flag on there. Wait, okay, here's another one. Okay, there we go. There you go. You got some. Whoever was looking for it. Who was looking for it? It was Barrett looking for it.
Barrett was looking for it.
That's what I'm here for, Richard. Andy, will the words be on the screen? Don't tell me you forgot them. Felicia, hello. How are you doing? Hey, Felicia. 223 words for CB. Nice. Cass says, my video has been scheduled to release at 7:30. I'm sharing book mail. Cool. I got book mail for Margaret. I opened it on screen yesterday. And then if you guys were in my chat yesterday, I had said something about how it was kind of cold and I had my heater on, and I'm here in Florida. And she was like, really? It's supposed to be like 81 degrees in Florida. And she says, you'll find out later why I know that about where you're at. And sure enough, I got mail from Margaret and she got me chocolates.
Aww.
And so I've been eating it. I've been eating this morning because some of this chocolate is actually, chocolate has caffeine, but some of this chocolate has actual caffeine in it, like coffee caffeine. Yeah. So I've been eating it, sitting here, waiting until I get my next cup of coffee. So.
Caffeine and coffee. Why not?
Yeah, and she sent me a card. It says boo.
Aww.
I was like, yeah. I was like, oh. I love surprises. That was the one thing about doing the Secret Santa the last 2 years. I've known my Secret Santa last year and the year before. So I'm like, darn, that's like my favorite part is just finding out the surprise because I love surprises. So getting stuff is cool too, but I like the surprise part better. But now that Hananya is on board and she's like, hey, we could do it this way and you won't know who your Secret Santa is. I'm like, yay. So
There's going to be lots of surprises.
yes, I'll get a surprise this year. So, morning, Felicia. How is everyone doing? Yesterday was a rooster. I felt like I haven't seen y'all in weeks. Yesterday was a rooster. I've never heard that saying before.
Me neither. Okay.
Okay.
But good to see you. Hope you're doing
Yes.
well, Felicia.
Oh yeah, I need to email you too. I forgot. I keep telling myself, I remembered yesterday, I need to email Felicia. The day before, I need to email Felicia, and I still keep forgetting to do it.
Maybe on the next sprints.
Yeah, I'll get coffee and then email Felicia.
You know.
Got some breakfast and figured out the order of the day, and Inca had to do like the Brit stuff. Because Inca's over there.
Nice.
Fact about the British national anthem: it has the exact same tune as "My Country 'Tis of Thee."
Huh.
I kind of felt like it was like the same. Did you?
I didn't know that, but now we do.
What are you reading, Andy?
I am reading Save the Cat Writes a Novel. I've got other books I need to read, but that's the one I'm focusing on because I need to get plussing ASAP. With the grand scheme of things being, I have some kind of, hopefully 2 or 3 stories plotted out for January, and then I can spend the next few months writing and rewriting and trying different stories before I'm ready to write an actual novel. That's the plan anyway. It's going to
Sounds
be
like a good plan.
Yeah. But we did that Chris Fox book review for 5,000 words per hour. That's kind of what I'm trying to baseline on. So I've been practice writing. So I've been doing the practice writing stuff, and I'm at I don't want to reveal too much, but it's over 200 words per hour. Over 200 words for 5 minutes. Oh. So I can potentially write significant amounts of words per hour. I just need to build up that, instead of 5 minutes, you got to do a bit longer instead of just 5 minutes. Or you can do 5 minutes and you do it 12 times a day, which is possible. But in order to do the 5 minutes of, focused writing, I found, for me anyway, I've got to have like some kind of a plot or story that I know I'm about to write before I start writing it. So it needs to mostly be formed in my head. Otherwise, I'm going to struggle getting the words in, the word count in. Because for me, if I end up thinking as I'm writing, it drops my word count significantly. So I go from like the 200s to the hundreds. So it's like 60, 75% of a drop. That's a significant drop. So I'm trying to get good at plussing and everything before I... oh my God, who's this?
You added me so fast. That was some quick talking. Congratulations.
Good morning, Emma.
Good afternoon, actually, Panda.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it just turned afternoon. All right.
To talk to the point real quick, 200 words in 5 minutes is really good because I just looked up like my highest word count for the week and divided it by how many minutes I had there. And I am at 97. And that was like my highest word count, 97 words in 5 minutes. So that's really fast. I'm a slow typer though. So
yeah, I type fairly fast, but other people are much, much faster. Like you got people who dictate, and that's even faster. So I'm at the comfort zone of over 200 words, I think. And I want to give it a good try to see where I go with the writing stuff before I try dictation. But dictation is on the cards for me to try at some point. Should we do Emma's intro? Because,
I was waiting for you to finish, and I was like, Emma, intro yourself. I just wanted to respond because I know I would forget, and I wanted to say it. So I just said the response. So Emma, please tell us all about you.
I'm Emma Bennett. I have very wet hair because I've just been out in the rain, and I write kissing books usually, but also children's picture books and apparently non-fiction for writers now. I have a YouTube channel, and my stream is going to be next in the Pass the Pen writing relay.
Yeah, and I dropped a play link, but we'll drop another one here before we are done for the sprint. That way we can go right over to Emma. So if you follow the playlist link, it says playlist link. If you follow the playlist link, it will take you right into the next one. So that's the joy of those. I'm trying to get through these here. I know, right? America stole a tune to our anthem.
Typical.
Yeah. I've not seen this channel in a while. It's improved a lot.
Hey, Martin.
Actually, we stole it at Richard. I was going to say, I thought that the tune was created in the US. At least the one that we used was created by someone. The composer was someone here in the US. But I don't remember. I mean, we all prefer. Okay, yeah. Well, now we have Emma, so we can look at multiple people. You sell yourself short, Richard. That's not true. It is. It's not up for debate. We stole it. I'm pretty sure it happened around by the time that Alexander Hamilton was around. If you were to get a toothache on one candy bar, CB, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a really good one.
That is a good question.
Sympathy, not empathy.
Because
Sorry,
it's like challenging people to see which one candy would you do, to eat so much of that you would get a toothache.
Oh, I was taking that so literally. And it did remind me of a joke I was telling people on Halloween, especially we went trick-or-treating with my son's friend, and his mom wants to be a writer. She went to school for writing and she's about to graduate. So I said this, I was saying it to her, I was like, how do you write a Halloween story?
I don't know. How do you write a Halloween story?
Thanks, Emma. Hire a ghostwriter.
Oh, Shannon.
Oh dear.
Oh.
That's okay. It's early enough. It's fine.
I was having fun with that one on Halloween.
How many times did you tell it?
I don't know. 3 or 4 maybe. I don't know.
I love it. Everybody new that turns up, you're like, hey, I've got a joke.
Yeah. I actually had a terrible experience as a child. I bit into a Mars bar and my tooth came out.
I was having a McDonald's burger and bit into it and my tooth came out and I ate it.
You ate the tooth.
I think that's more terrible.
That explains a lot. That explains a lot, Emma.
Wow.
You have teeth growing in your stomach.
You're just like being abusive to me. That makes no sense. That explains nothing. You're just I'm gonna say something mean.
I'm gonna find something to link that to. I'll probably make it into a story, like a 50,000 word novel based around Emma eating her own tooth.
Nice. I don't think it'll sell many copies.
There was this real story, and I can't remember all the details, but this guy, he had like something. So people thought over time that he was getting pregnant because his belly kept expanding and he looked like he was pregnant. And so he finally went in for surgery and found out that, in the womb, sometimes there could be more than one embryo that's fertilized. And then sometimes when that happens, one embryo will eat the other embryo. So it kind of eats them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so he ate his brother, but his brother continued to develop in his stomach and it had hair and teeth and everything.
Oh my God.
But it looked like a monster. And so they removed it. So he was like pregnant in a way.
Well, that is interesting and bizarre.
It's a real story.
Strangely, I might want to know more. If what do I Google or what do I? Yeah, if you got like some kind of link to the news,
I think I could find it again. Yeah.
You're kind of dark today, Panda.
Yeah, it's because of people losing teeth, eating Mars bars, and eating burgers, swallowing their teeth. It's all kind of horror related, isn't it? And it's just off the back of Halloween. Mm-hmm. So, I was going to find something cheerful and happy to talk about, but apparently we're going to go down the dark route today. So,
it is a Halloween edition, and I think you named your stream Horror Edition. So
that is true.
So Kiko does say the last stream says 11 p.m. So my time, so I can make it. Awesome. I'd be in bed already if it was 11. From what I can see on Wikipedia, the use of the same melody to rework the song to be about American democracy. Holy moly, CB, that is wild. Which infers that GSTK was first for them to rework it into a ripoff or spinoff. What are you guys working on? Hello, Joanne. I'm advising you to ban me. How are the procrastination people? 9.3K words on Capture the Words ahead of us. Yeah, because I think Capture the Words is going on this weekend too, right?
Yeah, but it started yesterday. So they,
okay.
Yeah, there was like 4 hours of streams yesterday, I think, and then there's 4 hours today and 8 hours tomorrow because they didn't want to cross over with us too much, which was so sweet.
That's nice of them.
I know.
Yeah. I
can't say we do the same for them, but whatever,
Hey, Joanne. Aloha, it's on brand for Richard. That was Rule Britannia for the end. Don't worry, you're off the hook, Shannon. Oh, okay. Nailed it. It's so terrible. Okay, so I think that was for the joke.
Yeah.
Good enough. Andy was standing up and sitting down in quick succession as Shannon played different vids.
And your hand on the heart as well. So yeah,
Yeah, because
standing up,
even
hand
though
on the heart.
yeah, because even though Andy is in Canada, he is from the UK.
Yeah, I'm a Brit in Canada, and everyone
We're gonna
insists
get him back.
I don't know if I'm allowed back because lovely Martin keeps insisting I'm exiled. So I'm not sure if that's like self-exile or actual exile.
No, it's actual exile, I reckon. But I'm working on getting you back, messing up your application for Canadian citizenship.
There you
I've got
go.
plans.
Oh yes, that's good candy. Did you see my candy?
No, you got candy?
Yeah, she got candy.
Margaret
Ooh.
sent it to me.
Oh, she did say she was going to send you something.
Oh, you knew. And you kept that secret. That's so awesome. I love it because I love surprises. So I was not expecting it. So I was like, oh, very sweet. For the candy. Sweet candy.
Yeah.
I was just happy for the surprise. But I just got my coffee. Now I'll be reading Salem's Lot until I finish. I have a live stream with Kelsey, Slime, and Slashers tomorrow to discuss a book and two TV movies. Which one are those? Wendy.
Yeah.
That's Emma. I'm at 2009 words for the day. Where am I at?
Nice.
I'm at 940.
You know, Martin, it's like noon and he's already got 2,000 words in. It's crazy. I don't know how he does it.
I'm sorry, Joanne. She says, I'm confused. Why is the British not playing?
Why
This is
not?
my channel. We do have Brits here. I'm the odd man out, honestly.
You
I'm
can be an
kind of-
honorary Brit if you want.
I'm literally in between because I'm in North America as a Brit. So I don't know. I'm very confused.
Well, I am going to be visiting England next year in July.
Oh,
Yeah.
whereabouts?
Well, we haven't decided everything yet. We've been planning for it, but I want to hit Ireland and Scotland and the UK, and England. And I don't know what we're going to do yet. We're waiting to refinance my husband's truck in January, and then we'll start looking at our trip and actually planning it. I don't want to plan it until I know how much money we're going to have to play with. So.
Yeah.
Hello, Emma. Good morning, Emma. Lots of Emmas. Elmer. Hi, everyone. Oh, no, wait. Wendy's not Emma. Who said Wendy?
No.
Someone said Wendy. That
Richard
is
said Wendy.
Ananya.
Yeah.
Because
Richard
Elmer
got
is
confused. Richard's
It's
on a
okay.
lot of painkillers.
Excuse me,
Richard's
because
not
it's too
feeling
early.
well. Yeah, it's too early. It's not. He's not feeling well either. We'll cut him some slack this time.
Just subscribe to your channel, Richard, from Joanne. Woohoo! Did a blog post about why a clicky keyboard helps me write for sensory reasons. Definitely. I need to get up from my bed and be productive. So many beautiful ladies on my channel. Being such a gentleman, Richard. It's nice of you. There is a playlist link. Well, Andy's got beautiful purple hair, which kind of matches with Hananya. Mars bars in the UK are not what Mars bars are in the US. Sorry, I saw the next one. It said, "Is this a horror story?" So, yeah, I imagine it would be different because the food tastes different from all over the world. I've been in different places, and you can have the same food like McDonald's or KFC, and it tastes different. So,
It does. It does. I can confirm that.
Oh, I bet you the episode, I've never seen Grey's Anatomy, but I bet you that episode was based off of the real story. I read the real story. So, Shannon, I'll make it the spare room. Woo! Wait, my whole family's going to be there. So I'm just going to be my husband and my two sons.
I thought Martin's in Wales now.
He is, but only just in Wales. He's not very
yeah.
far in.
Be in your bonnet, Potter. But we had Milky Ways in the US.
They have Milky Ways and Mars bars.
Yeah. We have both.
So I've never seen that distinction, Mars bars and
Me neither.
UK versus US.
I think that's lies. I think he's spreading rumors.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
No, I already did that one. I thought I missed it. I got all the ones that are here.
I think you got all of it. Yep.
I did. I got them all. All right. We ready to get to another sprint? I'm going to go get more coffee.
Yep. Let's do it.
Cool.
3, 2, 1, and go. And that is time. How did you do? I got to figure out my words.
I'll let ladies go first. How did you do?
Oh, I, for the last couple of days, have been having kind of a mini meltdown about how much I have to do and the fact that I'm not achieving it. So that first sprint was spent kind of working out exactly what I need to do. And I'm going out tomorrow and I needed to kind of sort some things out for that as well and reheat my coffee. So no writing. I will do some writing today, I promise. I'm probably going to have to hop off now, though, because I need to go and set up for my own stream. Otherwise, we'll be.
Is that at 8?
Late.
Or is that in 6 minutes?
Yeah, 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I should have done a smaller sprint.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, bye, Emma. Do you want to do your outro, or are you just going to?
Okay. Everybody, you can find out about me if you follow and come onto my Pass the Pen one. Isn't that right? Okay, guys, I'll catch you in a little bit.
Okay, see you soon.
Man, I'm like confused by the time difference. I wish I would have paid attention.
Yes, exactly. The time difference always gets me. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not the best at like organizing days, dates, and times. Oh my god. I used to be good at it, but I don't know. My brain's obviously done something. But yeah, a few people popped in. So
Hey,
it's all
Margaret.
good.
And Margaret and Anne. Yes, hello.
Yep.
We're gonna, if you want to do, okay, so I did 427 words in 23 minutes, so I think I was pretty happy with that.
Nice.
If you want to do your outro, and then I'll do mine, and we'll head on out.
Sure. I'm Andy. I run the channel Self-Pub with Andy on YouTube. Feel free to come check out my channel. I share my journey, stuff about self-publishing. So yeah, feel free to come check us out. And also the Pass the Pen Relay, we're gonna hop on to Emma's stream next, and then it'll be mine, followed by SD's, and then Margaret. So yeah, there will be links. I don't have a link right now, but there will be links in the chat. And it's also in the description. So hopefully I'll catch one of you or all of you there on some of the streams.
All right. And I'm Shannon. Thank you so much for being here on Richard's channel. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. And we hope to see you guys around for the rest of the marathon, or at some point. You can come in at any time. You don't have to be there the whole time, but we'd love to see you. And we will see you guys all later. Hold on. I've got a very awesome outro. I love this outro. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Ha 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 ha.